And here we are. We are back with the
Theater.
stock,
Rants.
baseball,
Yankees.
entertainment, podcast.
Podcast. Yes. Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday. If it's Friday, we're back. And Muse, I have to ring the bell. Do you know why?
Why, Joe?
Because we're up one subscriber. We hit 50
Wow.
last week. We're at 51 now.
We are at 51 subscribers.
Muse.
And I think I know who that subscriber is.
You do?
So thank you, sister friend.
Oh, sister friend.
Yeah.
I know
don't
sister
say her
friend.
name.
She was in one of my plays.
Yes,
she played the
was.
ghost.
Yes, she was.
A non-speaking part in The Ghost in the Meadow.
Yes, but
Pantomime.
I think it was her. So we're at 51
Sister friend?
subscribers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sister friend. And yes, 51. Muse, you know what this really is? This means 51 people are hanging on our every word. They want to know what we have to say, Muse. When I don't even know what I have to say, maybe.
Or they may see our podcast come up and go, oh, I subscribe, but I'll just move along. We don't know.
Well,
but if you
okay.
have a comment, feel free to comment. What is our running thing? If we get to 100 subscribers and you really want us to stop, let us know, and we might.
Then with the
I don't know.
100, we'll poll the 100 to see how many want us to stop and how many want us to go on, Muse.
Yes.
How's that? Will
That'd
that
be a
work?
good way to determine.
I like that.
Yeah.
Might take us another 10 years to reach 100. I thought this is supposed to scale up quickly. You know, like the Y-Files or something. Maybe we have to do alien
We're not the
interviews.
Y-Files. That's
Muse-
the problem.
Muse, are you in any way, shape, or form an alien? Are you one of those tall whites?
I won't. I'm not going to say. I am a I am a tall white. I guess.
I'm having sex
I
with
don't
an
know.
alien.
Stop.
Oh, baby, stop it. It's not that kind of podcast. Alien babies. Baby. Now we'll get the subscribers. Okay. Muse, let's start with the stock market.
Yes.
My bet
Tell
noir.
us.
I'm still upset because despite the bad economy, oil prices being through the roof, famine, rage, pillaging, the stocks continue to go up against my short, which only means, as I said, it's very hard to short the stock market, folks, because it just does. You know, years ago when I was starting, if you had high bond interest rates and they keep going up, that's an inverse to stocks. People would grab for the high bond yields, see, Muse, and sell their stocks for the guaranteed income. But since nobody believes the government's going to pay off the bonds, because we're $8 billion, zillion dollars, this could turn into a rant, zillion dollars in debt, and nobody ever addresses it.
Right.
We just print money, so your money devalues. So it costs you $10 to buy a freaking loaf of bread now.
Well, but I heard that
What?
oil prices were plummeting last week.
Well, they're
Why?
back up.
Are they back?
Well, they're still bombing, aren't they? If they're bombing, oil's
Yes,
up.
I can't.
That's even being artificially held down.
Too much for my tiny
It's
brain.
all a rigged stock market.
Okay.
Rigged. Should be crashing, and it can crash. It's just hard to catch the timing. So, Muse, I will hang in with the shorts, but I do have a long of Hormel Foods, HRL, which I think I bought around 20. It was 22 yesterday. I didn't even check it today. But
Hormel?
Hormel
The
Foods.
people who make spam?
Yes. And they're coming out with Spam hot dogs, by the way, because I saw the CEO on CNBC. Spam hot dogs.
Spam
So-
hot dogs?
Yes, a hot dog made of Spam.
Are you going to try them?
I don't even eat regular Spam.
No, I don't either.
They make a lot of other stuff.
don't
I only
know.
bought it because it's a dividend aristocrat, had a great yield. I got it at the all-time low, and they came out with good earnings. So
Okay.
that's my only long, really. I got that and a short, and I'm very close to covering that short position. Perhaps I'll wait till Monday.
All
The
right.
market goes down, I'm going to cover half that position.
Okay.
Take a small loss, but I already made money on it once, so I'll take a small loss, and we'll see what I'll use that loss against gains, and then we'll see.
So what is your advice to the people out there who are puzzled and don't know what to do with their stocks?
Well, listen, I think the stock market, there's an AI bubble going on.
Yeah,
You never know when they end. They end when you wake up and the market's down 5,000. Then you know it's over, okay? So I have a hedge in there just in case. So I would hedge a little bit. It's hard to call the top, all right?
Okay.
If you want to ride your longs, I would be taking profits and sitting in a little bit of cash, personally. But you guys do. Hey, you millenniums that know all about investing? Because you've been doing it for the last 5 years? Go ahead. Stay long. See what happens.
Is this a rant?
It's a semi-rant.
Okay.
Because I don't know what I'm doing. 35 years of Wall Street experience here. You're near a top. That's all I'm saying. Remember 2000 when you all had those great internet stocks and none of them you wanted to sell? And boom, what happened? Oh yeah, a crash. Remember 2008 with the mortgages? And you're all so smart. Oh, my stocks are going up. And what happened, Muse? A crash.
Crash.
All the geniuses out there. Are the cab drivers telling you what to buy? That's the top of the market. Rent over. Okay, Muse, now back to the entertainment portion of the...
Okay. So, are we going to cover our theater portion right now, or are we going to do our list first? Which would you like
first
to
I
do?
have another Simonelliism that I forgot to include in last week's Simonelliism.
Oh, yes. The Simonellis have their own language, as we said
So-
in last week's podcast. So,
We will add in... Now, Muse, if I say Dewey, what does that mean to you?
small child.
Dewey. Or any child, because a little Dewey would be a small child.
Right.
Deweys we could have 40-year-old Deweys, as long as there are Deweys.
Right. They're still
So,
Deweys.
They're still Deweys. So I say, how are the Deweys doing?
I
as
know
opposed to
exactly what he means.
How are
when
the
he
little
says that.
Deweys doing?
Little
The
Deweys.
little Deweys are the
means
little Deweys.
The grandchildren.
A Dewey is
Yeah.
a child, yes.
Yeah.
That's a Dewey. Okay. That's it for Simonelliisms.
Yeah.
You got the rest yesterday.
But yeah, if you want to know what the rest of the Simonelliisms are, go to the previous podcast. We covered
Exactly.
a bunch of them because the Simonellis have their own language, which I now speak
It's a Simonelli
and
language.
understand. But if you want to know what the rest of them are, they're on the previous podcast.
There you go. And if you want to see the stock picks from the previous, which I all sold and made a profit, go to the previous podcast and buy my book, Stock Investing for the Novice.
Right.
Where can they get that?
They can get that on Amazon.
On the Amazon.
Right.
And go to the website, joesimonelli.com, for all the plays.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
That's that. All right, now let's moving right along. Let's do our theater portion before we do our top 10 list.
Yes.
And our theater portion today deals with The Little Shop of Horrors film, first stage.
Right.
Now, the Muse had seen the stage version how many times, Muse?
I had seen a revival on Broadway.
The off-Broadway, right?
Yes. No, I saw it on Broadway.
Oh, because they
originally it was an off-Broadway
Right.
Broadway production. When they did the revival, it was a Broadway production, and my daughter and I went up to the city and saw that, and we loved it.
Now, let's remind the viewers who wrote that play, the composers.
The composers are Howard Ashman and Alan Menken. Yes.
Who Alan Menken is still alive, right? Howard Ashman
I
died.
believe Alan Menken is still alive. Howard Ashman died very young. Such a shame. Also did a lot of the Disney things.
They did the
Ariel,
three best. Yeah, they did.
Little Mermaid, I mean,
They're-
and Beauty and the Beast, which is such a wonderful score. They very talented.
And Aladdin.
They did. And Aladdin, yes.
So the three best. They really revived that whole Disney
Yeah,
franchise.
they did.
Those guys.
They did.
After Little Shop, and those were the three best recent Disney movies, I think, of all the animated. Then they got into Pocahontas and all, but I think Menken was doing it by then. I think Howard Ashman had died.
Howard Ashman died very young.
But those are the three. The songs, as far as song wise, those are the three best. Which brings us into another. Before we get into the comparison, Muse,
Right.
my debate I brought up about songwriting teams.
Right.
Where I said, now I've written one musical, as you know, Muse, and I'm no
know.
great musician. I play, 4-chord guitar
Everything's
and
in
bass.
the key of C.
Like Irving Berlin. I write everything in the key of C. It's the easiest key.
Yeah.
And, they say 4-chord musicians. Well, do you realize, there are really not that many chords.
Right.
I mean, how many chords do you think there are? There's seven. 7 major chords, 7 minor chords, 7 just like the notes. So when you're playing guitar and I'm playing a G chord here, okay? It's the same fingering. If I move down 2 frets, it's an A chord. So the fingering of the notes hasn't changed, just the position on the guitar keyboard. And I think it's similar on a piano. Here's your C keys. You move, if you start with the C major, you just move the chords down,
No, it's
right?
similar on a trombone.
Is it?
They feel for the note, yeah.
What I'm saying is, there's not a million different chords or chord positions even on a guitar.
Right.
There's, if you can play a G here and the fingering doesn't change on the strings, you're just moving down the fretboard, same fingering. So it's not like, what am I trying to say, Muse?
I don't know.
This
What
could
is
be
your point?
the same fingering could be a G, an A, a B, a C, all depending on where your fingers land on the fretboard.
Okay.
Same with the piano. You can play a C here, you can play a C here, So if you know 7 different chords, that's it. I don't even know what the... I'm not even making sense anymore.
No, we were...
Let's get back to composers.
No,
So anyway, the
yes.
point was that even I could write a musical. And since I'm a playwright, I wrote the book, the score, and the lyrics. Irving Berlin did the same thing.
Right.
So why do you need two guys? Remember our conversation about the tambourine player in the band? Why you paying the extra guy? Why you paying a guy to write lyrics? You can write your own damn lyrics and save the money.
Some people
Why?
do not have the talent.
Why is there a Rodgers and Hart? A Rodgers and Hammerstein?
Some people don't have the talent with words.
Well,
if you look at some of the songs in Little Shop of Horror, the lyrics are very clever. Now, maybe Alan Menken was good with melody, but not with fitting the words with the melody, where Howard Ashman excelled. I feel lyricists and composers need each other, and they're both extremely valuable when it comes to putting together a musical.
But guess what? Without the song, it doesn't matter what the lyrics is. No, it doesn't. Without the songs, the lyric are just a poem.
You need the melody.
They're just a poem.
You need the melody, but you need the words, because that's what people are really listening to. Clever lyrics sell a song.
But you got to have the song first.
Not disputing that. Just
Okay.
saying I feel that they have as much value as a composer. Just saying.
Like, can I write a song and call my sister and say, you got any lyrics?
You could do that.
I can ask you got any lyrics?
Got
any lyrics?
I'm not a lyricist. I don't know that I could write it. I've never tried.
Anyway, but again, I think most composers and like the Sherman Brothers you brought up, the Disney guys,
Yeah.
I think most of them are both musicians anyway.
Right.
I think they
collaborated
bounce.
probably on everything.
I think they both play.
And I'm sure if the composer didn't like a lyric, he told the lyricist, I don't like that word there, can we tweak it? Hey, famous Tom Petty story. Tom Petty, the song, oh boy, it's going to leave my brain. But there was a line that he had different in this particular song, and George Harrison said, why don't you just put in there ain't no easy way out?
Yeah.
And it made the song.
Yeah.
So
yeah, sometimes you get tweaked. You know, Lennon and McCartney they collaborated that way,
right.
But they were both musicians too, and but as I said, if you comment, do you know?
Oh, Won't Back Down. That was the song.
Won't Back Down.
Won't Back Down.
And what was the line he gave him?
He gave him. He had a different line in there, and George Harrison said, "Why don't you just say there ain't no easy way out?" And that's the line everybody remembers from that song. So.
If you out there know of famous composition teams where they weren't both musicians, tell us in the comment. Lawrence and Hart, was Hart a musician? What was it? Rodgers and Hart? Rodgers was the composer, was Hart the lyricist, but could he also play?
I don't know.
Hammerstein, could he play? Now let's take Stephen Sondheim. Perfect example.
Started as a lyricist.
Just as a lyricist, but he was a musician also.
Yes.
Then what did he wind up doing?
Sweeney Todd. He wrote everything.
Everything.
Everything. And then continued to write on his own. But in the beginning, he collaborated.
He said, why should I split it with somebody? I can write everything.
But he also was mentored by Oscar Hammerstein, who was a lyricist, so it makes sense that he would have started with lyrics and then segued into
I think that was
melody
all.
and
I really think that was all that was available to him, because even on West Side Story or even on Gypsy, Hammerstein said, "Look, you got Julie Stein doing he's a pro. All you're gonna do is learn.
Right.
If they want you to just do the lyrics, do the lyrics.
Yeah.
Same with he was tutored West Side Story.
Right.
Where he did the lyrics.
Right. Well, because who's gonna compete with Bernstein?
Yeah. So all you're doing is learning.
That is such a gorgeous.
And then he did the Sweeney Todd
show. Yeah.
So that's it about songwriting teams.
Right.
Abbott and Costello, we can get into that too.
Right.
But
we're going to talk about Little Shop of Horrors.
So now, the Muse had seen the stage production,
right.
which originally started downtown, on a second-floor theater. They didn't want it to be a big show. They wanted it to be, just they liked the intimacy of an off-Broadway venue, small.
Right.
And they had done larger shows before that with bigger casts that bombed. And they said this time, and it's an interesting. They said this time we're just going with a cast of 8.
Right.
And they double the guy who plays the dentist. He doubles in different parts for the stage version.
Right.
Because in the movie version, you go much broader. But when I was first thinking of writing a musical, Muse, I pitched it to a Broadway, producer. Mm-hmm. And the first question he asked him, well, how big's the cast? I said, I don't know. I was going to make Guys and Dolls, 15, 16. No, small cast. We don't want to spend the money. Okay. How does 6 sound? Romance.com. A fun show. Did you like that one, Muse?
I do enjoy that one very much.
Should that be done by every community theater, Muse?
If they want to do a small musical, sure.
With a piano player.
With
No
a piano
tracks.
player.
No
We are
tracks.
not fans of tracks. I know it's the thing, and everybody does it, and musicians are expensive.
right.
But we're old school. We like it, just get a piano.
Got a piano. That's
Get a
all you
piano.
need.
I'm tired of seeing productions where I'm watching the actor on stage go, because they're counting, because they finish their exposition too early and they're waiting for the
Right.
tracks to catch up.
Right.
If you have a pianist, he can watch you and kind of move along with you.
You can
We
vamp.
just like the live music.
Yeah.
But that's
Tracks
us.
suck. I'm saying
We
it.
don't like them. But a
I'm
lot
not
of
coming to
people
see your
love
show.
them. A lot of people love
You're doing
them.
tracks, you don't get my
Now,
money.
the stage version of Little Shop of Horrors that we did watch was with orchestra.
Yeah.
And it was very
It
well
was
done.
terrific.
We watched one together.
And that-
I
and
had
that was
seen
done
it
by,
on Broadway.
The San Pedro, AGJSM.
Right.
That's
San
the
Jose.
San Jose. Very
who
good
no
musical
longer
theater.
exists, but boy, they did some great musicals when they were around.
And so I had never seen that stage version. I said,
Right.
Muse, I want to see a stage version. I knew
Right.
the movie. So we did. We picked that. I said, I found this. And guess who was playing Mr. Mushnick, folks? All you Barney Miller fans, Hal Linden was playing Mr. Mushnick.
Who is still with us, by the way.
And you could watch that. You could pull it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a great version.
Yeah, and he's great. And
And-
the cast is great. And in that particular, both in the movie and in every stage production that I've seen, the Greek chorus steals the show.
They do.
Those three girls
Chiffon, Tiffany,
are
and,
fabulous.
Sherelle.
They're
Whatever their names
fabulous.
are.
They were fabulous in the Broadway revival that I saw. They were great in the movie, and they were great in the one that we watched recently.
And they gave Hal Linden, because Hal started off in
Yeah.
a big band as a musician, clarinet and sax. They put a whole clarinet bit in for him, which
Yeah.
worked beautifully.
Yeah,
and
it was very
hilarious.
funny.
So he
Yeah.
pulls out a clarinet and they start going into like fiddler music, right? And they're all dancing.
Yes, yes.
It's a good version. Watch
It's
it.
a good
So let's
version.
get back to the comparison. So I had
Right.
never seen. I thought the first. I loved it. I thought it was very charming. The stage
Mm-hmm.
version. I thought the ending was a little contrived. It got a little dark,
Wait,
like a
let's
Sweeney
first
Todd.
say,
What?
spoiler alert, if you haven't
Oh,
seen it.
oh.
The ending of the play
It's
is different than
Than the
the
ending.
ending of the movie.
So we're going to tell you both endings. So I'll wait 2 seconds, take a cup of
Yep.
coffee.
If you
in
don't
case
want to
you wanna
know
twist
and
out.
you've never seen either the movie or the stage play, jump off now because we're going to tell you.
Come
what
back
the
in
difference
5
is.
minutes because I never shut up.
This
Okay.
is very true. Go make a
Anyway,
sandwich or something.
So here's the
Yeah.
so love the songs. Basically the same songs, many less songs in the movie version. Like they
Yes.
took Mushnick out in the movie.
Right.
And there's a comparison with other comparisons I'll make. So in the Seymour character now in the stage version, Seymour consciously, the dentist dies accidentally. So it wasn't really Seymour being malicious, and he went with an intent with a gun to kill him. I'm going to button this up, Muse, because, we might have children watching.
Deweys? We might have
don't know.
Deweys?
We might have
I don't
Deweys.
think we have any
We might have
Deweys,
Deweys watching.
but still, cover up.
In the stage version, Seymour intends to kill, he brings a gun to the dentist office to kill a dentist because the dentist is beating up on his would-be girlfriend, Muse, which is never
Audrey.
good. Audrey. Audrey 1, not Audrey 2, the plant. So, he's actually going to feed Audrey. Well, let's not get into that. Anyway, so he goes there with the intent to kill him, but he doesn't. He dies of asphyxiation because he's got the gas mask on.
Right.
So technically, that wasn't premeditated murder. He still feeds him, chops him up, and feeds him to the plant in the stage version, as in the movie version. But a big difference in the stage version is he does consciously feed Mr. Mushnick to the plant.
Yes.
He tells Mr. Mushnick the money's in the plant, go get it. So
Right.
he's committing murder. In the stage version with Vincent Gardenia, first of all,
No, the film.
the film version.
Yes.
The film version with Vincent Gardenia, they show him as greedy, but they don't show him as. But both Mushnicks want to throw him under the bus.
Right.
But in the film version, first of all, they take out all the Mushnick songs. So Vincent Gardenia is strictly a character actor. So I think that's 2 songs right away that are out of the movie version.
Right.
Well, and it's not a complaint because I love the movie version.
Yes.
But Mushnick does sing in the stage version. Hal Linden was a musical theater guy. Mushnick does not sing in the film version. And in the film version, it's really not so much. Again, it's not so much Seymour's fault because Mushnick is asking him, Mushnick is saying, Seymour, you can either go to the police, I'm taking you to the police, or you can go on the lam and I keep the plant to make all the money.
Right.
So he says, just tell me how to take care of it. And so Seymour says, well, you got to water it. What else? You got to do this. But he doesn't really feed him to the plant. Mushnick just gets too close to the plant, looks in, right?
He
Goes,
goes
what's
to look
this?
for the money.
And then he
So
gets gobbled.
Technically, his greed kills him.
Yeah, his greed kills him, not...
But Seymour
Well,
knows.
well, no. In the stage version, his greed kills him. Well,
Right.
both of them greed.
Yeah,
But
the
in
greed
the
is what
stage
kills him.
version, Seymour said, "Yeah, it's in there. Go in and get
Yeah,
it
go in and
chomp."
get it. Mhm.
Not so in the movie. They
Right.
soften. I think they wanted to soften Seymour, make him a little more innocent. That
Right.
he's a victim of circumstances.
Right. Right.
Which is going to bring us to the end, and both endings, where they completely changed the end of the movie version to. Because the test audiences didn't
they
like it.
originally shot the stage
Right.
version ending, and I guess when they did focus groups or previews or
Yeah.
whatever, the feedback was they didn't like that ending, so they did change it. They still made it slightly dark at the end.
Yeah, and here's what the difference is. In the stage version, Seymour, the plant grabs a hold of Audrey, his girlfriend, and,
Right.
she's done. He gets her out of her, but it's too late. She's already dying.
Right.
And she tells him, feed me to the plant, so I can live in through the plant and still see you, Seymour. So then Seymour is pissed. He grabs a big. This is the stage version. This is what I had fault with. He grabs a big hacking saw and says, "I'm gonna kill you, but I'm gonna kill you from the inside because, of course, you'd want to be inside a man-eating plant to kill him rather than just chop him up from outside, wouldn't you, Muse?" Another playwright that didn't make sense with an ending. I would chop up the outside and stay away from the mouth, but nope. I'm gonna get you from the inside out. What happens, folks? Well, the plant eats Seymour before we can kill him. See, because Seymour went in from the inside out.
But
Now,
they all return as plants.
wait a minute, Muse. I'm not done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Explaining
Okay.
what I would have done as a playwright.
Oh, we need to hear
I
that.
would have gone with the old Shakespearean ending where he just picks her up, takes a bit. He still wants to kill the plant, and takes a box of rat poison, puts it on Audrey, puts her in, and says something like, "Now we all die together," meaning him, Audrey, and the plant because it's a rat poison. See?
Okay.
You do the old Shakespearean ending.
Okay.
Suicide. I'm going to commit suicide with my. Now, wouldn't that have been a better ending, folks?
I don't know.
If you're going to go dark,
Comment
if
if
you're
you
going to
think
go
it's a
dark,
better
that's
ending.
my playwright ending. Instead of the dopey can drive, let me hack him from the inside out. Now, how dopey is that?
Okay.
That's the only fault I had with that stage version.
And then in the film,
Yes, in the film.
Seymour and Audrey 1 escape and
Yes.
they live somewhere green.
Right.
But at the very end, there's a little tiny Audrey 2 growing in their garden. So it's still the possibility that they all could end up dead or plants is still there. But I guess to make it more,
Palatable.
acceptable for the movie-going audience, they softened it a little bit, which is not unusual in movie
Which I didn't
versions.
mind.
Hey, Carousel, Billy Bigelow in the stage version commits suicide, but in the film he falls accidentally on his knife because suicide was not
Yeah,
something in the 50s that they were going to promote in any way. So,
But just comparing the two, I did like. I mean, I love Act 1 because all the songs are there in the stage
Right.
version. Act 2 gets a little dark. He goes a little Sweeney Todd on us.
yeah.
I like Mushnick's song, which was cut from the movie. So I
Right.
did like that because especially with Hal Linden
Yeah,
doing
he
a
was
bit.
very good.
Act 2 gets a little dark for me, but it's still good. It's still
Yeah.
a very good play.
It's
I
still
enjoyed it. Now, I went back and saw the movie, which I didn't watch, and I loved it.
Yeah.
The movie is just a song. I think there's they cut a couple of songs and added one for the movie, but it just breezes. You have all these character actors in there.
Yeah.
Everybody from SCT is
Everybody
making
was
cameos.
making a
It's
cameo.
a riot, and it just is smooth.
Yeah.
And it's just fun. They're both fun. I mean, I like them both.
Yes.
You're allowed to like both the stage
Yes.
and the movie version,
Yes.
folks.
Yeah.
I like Music Man both. I like Sound of Music both.
I think one of the best decisions they made was to actually cast the actress who originated the part of Audrey
Ellen Green,
1,
yeah.
Ellen Green, in the movie. She is fabulous.
Yeah.
So, and Rick Moranis was very
Oh,
good
very
as
good.
Seymour.
And
So recommend the movie
yeah,
highly.
so the movie's good, and you know, even what they can add, you know, bringing it outside, that with the songs, it's more like
Right.
an opening number where they're going all over the
Right.
the street, so it's a lot of fun.
And
They could-
Steve
they could-
Martin
yeah.
is
Oh, he's hilarious. He
freaking
steals it.
hilarious.
He steals the movie as the dentist.
as the dentist, and so was Bill Murray. All of
Yeah.
that was ad-libbed,
Yeah.
apparently. All of his lines in that scene.
And
were
of
ad-libbed.
course, going back to now don't forget, folks, this was based on an original Roger Corman,
Right.
just dark comedy called Little Shop of Horrors, a straight, comedy horror from the 50s. Or I grew up in the 50s and 60s. It was always on Saturdays in New York, rotating. And in that, they had the dentist scene with the sadist dentist, but it wasn't in the stage show. So they brought that back for the movie, and it's hilarious.
Yeah. Very funny.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
didn't have time to that. They couldn't set that up in the stage show.
No.
So,
no.
but in
it
the
would
movie,
have slowed the
but
stage show down, I think.
And you would have needed another actor.
Yes,
And
exactly.
they weren't paying. They were
No.
only paying for 8,
Yep. 8 was it.
unless one of the chiffons was the patient,
Yeah. True.
which wouldn't have worked.
True.
So,
But
yeah,
highly recommend it. If you get it, if there's a theater near you that is staging it, go see it. It gets done quite a bit.
yeah, and watch the movie again.
And
movie
watch
get
the
on
movie.
YouTube.
Yeah.
That's great. So that's it for this week's theater section views.
Right.
Now, what are we up to?
I think we're up to our top 10
Oh.
list, and we have a triple this week.
We do.
We're doing
Remind the audience, Muse.
our most favorite songs from 3 different groups.
2 contrived for the TV
Mm-hmm.
and 1 real.
So the groups this week are,
The Monkees,
right? The Monkees,
said the
the
Monkees.
Cowsills,
right?
and the Partridge Family.
That's it.
So,
So-
would you don't have a full 10.
Do your 10 so I can steal 3. 'cause
Okay.
I only came up
so
with 6.
I'm going to do my 10. Now I have to say from the top that I have more Monkees songs than anything.
Wouldn't everybody?
Right. So I always number mine 10 to 1, with number 1 being my most favorite of the group. The fact that we're doing 3 groups, this is just sort of how it panned out.
Okay.
So, number 10, Cowsills, Indian Lake.
Oh, I'm stealing that one. Go ahead.
Number 9, Cowsills, We Can Fly. Number 8, Cowsills, The Rain, The Park, and
Oh, yeah,
Other
Of
Things.
course.
Number 7 is Partridge Family, I Woke Up in Love This Morning.
Oh, I'm stealing that.
Number 6, I Think I Love You, which is probably their most famous song. And number 5 is Come On, Get Happy. Then my number 4 is Daydream Believer.
Yep.
Number 3 is Pleasant Valley Sunday. Number 2 is Valerie. And number 1 is Last Train to Clarksville,
Ooh, how
which
could I
I
forget
can't believe
that?
you forgot.
I don't know, how could I forget that?
Yeah.
I used to play that in a band.
Okay. So that's my list. And what do you have, Joseph?
Well, including the 4 I just stole from you,
Okay.
which I'll say last.
All
I
right.
had Daydream. I had 3 by the Monks,
Right.
1 by the Partridge Family,
Right.
and 2 by the Cowsills, but I just added some. So originally I had Daydream Believer by the Monks, Hair by the Cowsills. You forgot Hair. How could you forget Hair?
Yeah, I did forget
Hair.
that one.
Hair Muse.
I did forget that.
Give me a head of hair.
Yeah.
Give me a head of hair. I Think I Love You by the Partridge Family, because it's
Right.
the only one I knew. I'm a Believer by the Monks.
Yep.
The Rain, the Park, and Other Things by the Cowsills. I had Pleasant Valley Sunday by the Monks.
Right. I love that song.
And now I'm going to add Indian Lake by the Cowsills. I Think I Love You. I had that already. by
Yeah,
the
you had
Partridge.
that.
I can't steal that. I'll take Valerie by the Monkees.
Okay.
And Last Train to Clarksville by the Monkees.
Right.
I need one more, Muse. Quick, give me one.
Oh, I don't know. Well,
All right,
maybe only
Indian
have
Lake.
9.
Indian Lake. Did I
You
say
said Indian Lake
Damn.
already.
All right, that other Partridge Family one.
Okay.
Whatever that was.
He had
That's
9.
my 10.
He had 9
I had 9.
or 10.
10.
Oh, I woke up in love this morning.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now he has 10.
I went to bed
All
with
right.
you on my mind. Okay.
Right.
All right. That's
Okay.
10. Maybe you tell us what your favorites are, or suggest a
Yeah.
band, because
Yes.
we're still stuck in the 60s.
Right.
I might go to
Suggest
Dion
a
and the
band
Belmonts.
or a single artist.
It's your pick next week, Muse.
Yep.
Who are you picking?
I
band
will
or
have
artist?
to think about that.
Oh, it'll be a surprise.
Well,
Let me know so I can compile a list.
I will let you know, but
Okay.
right now I'm kicking some
You're mulling
bands
it over?
around.
It could
and
be anybody.
It could be
Could
anybody.
be the Rolling Stones. Could be the Eagles.
We
Didn't
did
do the Eagles?
We did the Eagles already. Yeah.
It could be Rush. It could be the Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Or just the Neil Young Harvest. I know you love that one.
You know what?
Harvest
Let's
Moon.
do Neil Young next week.
Wait, all of them or just Neil Young?
Just Neil Young.
What
solo.
about Crosby, Stills, and Nash?
All right, you want to combine them? Neil Young with Crosby, Stills?
No, we'll just do Neil Young. Remember that, audience.
Okay. Just Neil Young next week.
Just Neil
Write
Young.
it down so you don't forget.
I'll just look up his greatest hits. Okay, Neil Young. Okay, now let's move on to our Are They Alive segment.
Yes. So, Are They Alive? Formerly Buried or Breathing, but we call it Are They
Let's save that for
Still
last.
with Us?
Let's do the Yankees first, then we'll save that for
Oh,
last.
okay. All right.
Yankees won 3 from the Royals. Okay,
Right.
now back
They
on.
swept the Royals.
They swept them. Oh, and Derek Cole coming back on fire. I am going on record right now as saying the Yankees have the best starting pitching
Yes.
staff in the major leagues. You
I
want to
agree.
argue with me? Put it in the
In the
comments.
comments. We'll argue with you. Happy
Bullpen,
to.
not so much.
Yeah.
Hitting's all right. Okay, Muse, go ahead.
Okay, so are they still with us? I only have 2 this week.
Well, I'm getting my bell ready.
Okay, get
Go
your
ahead.
bell ready.
So I'm right, I ring the bell.
All right. First one is Lee Merriweather.
Alive.
Hit your bell. Want to guess how old she is?
Julie Newmar's age? They both played the Catwoman.
I know they did.
Lee Merriweather. 89?
Close. 91.
Okay, next.
Pam Grier.
Alive.
Alive. Want to guess
I
how
don't think
old?
she's that old. I think she's
She's
upper 80s.
actually not. No, she's actually only 77. I thought she was older. I was
Ooh,
surprised by
Pam
that.
Grier.
Yeah,
Foxy Brown. Foxy Cleopatra.
Right.
No, Foxy Brown.
right.
Pam Grier.
Yep.
Anybody else, Muse?
No, I only have 2 this week.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Any dead ones?
That's all I had time for. No,
dead
didn't
ones I
do
know
any
about?
dead ones.
Well, think of a dead one right now.
There's a lot of dead ones out there.
There are?
Yeah,
Dead celebrities?
dead celebrities, lots of them.
Groucho Marx still dead?
He is dead,
He
yes.
was one of my favorites.
Yes, I know.
Mel Brooks still alive?
Mel is still with us.
And the movie Spaceballs 2 is coming out.
Yeah.
We can't wait for that one, can we, Muse?
Well,
I guess
you
we
know, John Candy's no longer with us, and, you know, who's going to
What?
play Bartholomew?
Rick Dukakis. Dirk Dukaka. The John Candy look-alike. He's old too now, though.
Oh, I don't know. I miss John Candy.
Well,
He was great.
I don't know who they're getting to replace
I
him.
don't know.
Anyway, Muse, we are way over time. We're at 32.
Oh, wow.
That's too long.
I'm so sorry,
That is
people.
way too
If
long.
you stuck it out this long, thank you for sticking it out. Tell your friends. Tell them to like and subscribe. Comment away if you want to suggest anything, if you want to argue with us about the Yankees, if you completely disagree with our assessment of Little Shop of Horrors. We're more than happy to entertain your comments.
If you know any tall white aliens
other
might
than
be
me.
lurking about,
Yes.
other than the Muse. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a
Bye,
great
folks.
week. Bye.
See you next week. And off. And off. Wait a minute.